Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to NestEgg Insights. We've all seen those guys rolling around in expensive cars, shoes, and flashing more cash than a casino. But what if I told you those guys might not even be close to as rich as the quiet guy driving the 10-year-old Toyota Camry? Ever wonder why some people quietly build wealth while others just look rich? Today, we're unpacking the secrets from the Millionaire Next Door with the 10 lessons that might just flip how you think about money. This book was a game changer for me, and I know a lot of you guys are working hard to build your own financial empires. So let's break down the habits and mindsets that can help you get there. All right, guys, lesson number 1 from the Millionaire Next Door is probably one you've heard before, but it's crazy how many people still miss it. Live below your means. I'm talking about resisting the urge to spend every dollar you earn, or worse, spend money you don't even have. The book highlights how real millionaires, the ones who built their wealth over time, are often incredibly frugal. They're not dropping cash on the latest designer clothes or constantly chasing the newest iPhone. They drive used cars, shop at regular grocery stores, and find joy in experiences rather than material possessions. Living below your means is like building a strong financial foundation for your future, and it gives you the ability to invest, and most importantly, it gives you freedom. Trust me, the peace of mind that comes with living below your means is way more valuable than any fancy car. Let's talk about lesson number 2, which is all about being efficient with your resources. And I'm not just talking about money here, I'm talking about your time and energy too. The Millionaire Next Door emphasizes the importance of treating these resources like gold, because guess what? They absolutely are. Think of it like this. You've only got 24 hours in a day, right? How you spend those hours and where you focus your energy directly impacts your earning potential and your overall well-being. The book talks about how millionaires are incredibly disciplined about how they allocate their time. They're not wasting hours on mindless scrolling or binge watching TV. They're focused on activities that either generate income, grow their knowledge, or bring them genuine joy and relaxation. This applies to your money too. When budgeting isn't about restricting yourself, it's about being intentional with every dollar you earn. Choose wisely. This next lesson is one of my personal favorites, and it's a big one. Millionaires buy used cars, not luxury ones fresh off the lot. That's right, you heard me correctly. Turns out, looking rich isn't the same as being rich. In fact, the book argues that buying a brand new car is one of the worst financial decisions you can make. Think about it. A new car loses a huge chunk of its value, and the second you drive it off the lot. Millionaires understand this, and they'd rather put that money to work for them, not against them. They'd rather buy a reliable used car that's already taken its biggest depreciation hit and invest the difference. Remember, true wealth is about freedom and security, and not about keeping up appearances. That's money that can be invested, used to pay off debt, or put towards experiences that actually bring you joy. Let's talk about a 4-letter word that sends shivers down the spines of most millionaires: debt. The Millionaire Next Door hammers home the importance of avoiding debt like it's the plague. Now, not all debt is created equal. There's good debt, like a mortgage on a rental property that generates income, and then there's bad debt like high interest credit card debt from overspending. The book focuses on the latter, emphasizing how consumer debt can absolutely cripple your ability to build wealth. Debt keeps you trapped in a cycle of working to pay off past purchases instead of building a brighter future. The Millionaire Next Door encourages readers to develop a mindset of living debt-free. Remember, getting out of debt is a marathon, not a sprint, and every step you take towards becoming debt-free brings you closer to true financial freedom. If you're finding this helpful so far, hit the like button. Alright, let's talk about investing. This is where things get really interesting. You don't need to be a Wall Street whiz to invest wisely. Millionaires are long-term investors. They avoid risky day trading and meme stocks. They invest in low-cost index funds, real estate, and diversified assets. Investing is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about slow, steady growth, and diversification is key to success. Remember, no one can predict the market, and if someone is telling you that he or she is lying to you, the key is to spread your investments to minimize risk and maximize returns, and start small, research, and invest consistently. Let's talk about a concept that's close to my heart. Financial independence. The Millionaire Next Door stresses the importance of achieving financial independence as a key driver of happiness and fulfillment. But what is financial independence actually? In a nutshell, it means having enough money saved and invested that you no longer to work for a living. It means having the freedom to choose how you spend your time, pursue your passions, and live life on your own terms. Now, achieving financial independence takes time, discipline, and a whole lot of hard work. But let me tell you, the feeling of knowing that you're financially secure, that you don't have to rely on a job for income, is truly priceless. Now, let's talk about your career, because believe it or not, your choice of occupation plays a huge role in your ability to build wealth. The Millionaire Next Door points out that while it's possible to become wealthy in any field, certain occupations tend to lend themselves more easily to wealth accumulation. We're talking about careers with high earning potential, of course, but also careers that offer growth opportunities, stability, and the ability to save and invest a significant portion of your income. The key takeaway here is to choose a career path that you're passionate about, but also one that aligns with your financial goals. Invest in yourself, develop valuable skills, and don't be afraid to negotiate for what you deserve. Remember, your career is not just a way to earn a paycheck, it's an investment in your future. This next lesson is especially important for those of you who have kids or who plan on starting a family in the future. The Millionaire Next Door emphasizes the importance of teaching your children about money management from a young age. Start by teaching them the value of money, the difference between needs and wants, and the importance of saving. And as they get older, introduce them to more advanced concepts like budgeting, investing, and even the dangers of debt. The book highlights how millionaires, often involve their children in financial discussions and decisions, giving them a sense of responsibility and ownership over their finances. Remember, it's about raising financially responsible adults who are equipped to make smart decisions with their money and build a secure future for themselves. All right, guys, let's talk about the importance of financial planning. The Millionaire Next Door stresses the fact that millionaires are planners. They don't just wing it when it comes to their money. They set clear financial goals, develop a plan to achieve those goals, and track their progress along the way. Now, financial planning doesn't have to be complicated. The key is to be proactive, to take control of your finances instead of letting them control you. Remember, failing to plan is planning to fail. And finally, the 10th lesson from the Millionaire Next Door is a powerful one. Focus on wealth, not income. This is a concept that often trips people up. They think that having a high income automatically makes you wealthy, but that's not always the case. The book distinguishes between income, which is the money you earn, and wealth, which is the assets you accumulate over time. You could be earning a six-figure salary, but still living paycheck to paycheck if you're spending all of your income and not investing for the future. And the key takeaway here is that true wealth is about building assets that generate income, appreciate in value over time, and provide you with financial security. It's about having your money work for you instead of the other way around. So there you have it, guys. 10 life-changing lessons from the Millionaire Next Door. We talked about living below your means, allocating your resources wisely, investing for the long term, and so much more. These are the principles that can help you build real lasting wealth, the kind that isn't about flashy cars or designer clothes, but about freedom, security, and peace of mind. Yeah, what this book taught me is that real wealth is quiet. It's about freedom, not flexing. It's about making smart choices today to create a better tomorrow. Which lesson hit you the hardest? But before we go, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and please let me know if you like this new video format. And until next time, keep hustling and stay focused.